Thank you, Tom. Your Excellency, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of myself and the Congress co-chairs Alike Alanan, Tom Berry, I'd like to welcome you to the second Arctic Biodiversity Congress. What a lovely and appropriate place to discuss the importance of Arctic biodiversity conservation. Thank you to Finland's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of the Environment, and the City of Rovaniemi for hosting this monumental event here in beautiful Finnish Lapland. And much thanks to all of the other sponsors of the Congress, the program and industry advisory committees, keynote and other presenters. I also want to thank the Arctic Council family, and in particular the Finnish chairmanship, the CAFF Management Board, and the CAFF Secretariat for all that you've done in support of this event. As I look around this room, it is so great to see such an impressive mix of knowledge, interests, and experience. Policymakers, government agencies, Indigenous people, non-governmental organizations, scientists, industry, academics, youth, and others. I cannot express how important this diversity of perspectives that you all bring to these critical discussions about the conservation of Arctic biodiversity. A couple of points that I'd like to make before I hand the microphone over to my co-chair. First, that when we talk about biodiversity, we mean all living components of the social and ecological systems that make up the Arctic. One thing that I appreciate about the Arctic Council, and it's reflected in the program of the Congress, is that people are considered an important part of and not apart from ecological systems. All too often we think of these things as separate, and we know from past history and the wisdom of Indigenous people that this has not served us too well. All living things are inextricably linked, and therefore humans have a considerable and vested interest in exploring common solutions to the challenges we face in the Arctic, and this is emphasized by the Finnish chairmanship of the Arctic Council. Building on this philosophy then is my second point. I'd like to ask everyone here, when you're listening to presentations or networking in the hallway or at social events, to be thinking about your role and contribution to the actions necessary to advance biodiversity conservation in the Arctic. For example, how can each of us in our work and our personal lives be more impactful in informing or influencing decisions and or inspiring people to care and become engaged in Arctic issues? This time we have together over the next few days is a gift and an opportunity. Let's take advantage of it and be part of the actions needed to ensure biodiversity conservation in the Arctic now and in perpetuity. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Alike Alanan. Alike is with Finland's Ministry of the Environment and has been a CAFF board member for over 7 years.